allotropy of carbon. So next we can discuss about the why it should be versatile in nature, what is the importance of the carbon. All this we can be discuss about in this session. So first we can be come across to the why it is the versatile element we can be called that one. So because carbon is one of the versatile element is found in the many different chemical compounds including those found in the space. So whatever you can be seen in the elements in the carbon, so that should be found in the maybe these chemical compounds should be found in the space also. So this is because they can be shared to the electrons, they become a single bond or they become a double bond or maybe it should be become a triple bond. So here you can be seen in the C2H6 you can be write down. So that is the single bond. They will be shared the carbon with the another carbon, one they take single bond, then it is called as the single bond. So in case of the ethene, we can write down the C2H4. So here you can write down the carbon is shared with the another carbon with the two carbon atoms. So then here you can be seen in the double bond. So that is the called as the double bond. Next, ethane, we can write down the CH2 triple bond CH2. So here carbon is the sharing with the another carbon with a triple bond. So it is the no one element should be shared with the in this type of the carbon we can be seen in the nature. So this is the only one compound which can be shared with the another hydrogen with a single bond, double bond and triple bond. And also we can be seen the long chain of the hydrocarbon also we can be seen in this section. So they become a chains. So chain means if you do to the any type of the chain, maybe 10,000, 1 lakh or million type of the chains you can be doing to this type of the carbon with a hydrogen molecules. So that is you can be called as the pentane. So this is the you can be called as the straight chain. Then you can be write on the branch chain also. Again we can be write on the cyclic structure also. So they can be form a different form of the chains, maybe branched chains or you can be write on the rings. So for example, if you write the C2H5, you can be write all the forms, maybe branched chain or you can be write on the straight chain or you can be write on the cyclic structures. So when connected to the other carbon atoms. So what are the characteristic features of the carbon? So see here, see the diagram. The carbon should be connected to the another carbon or it should be to the hydrogen. Continuously we can be seen. So that is the first process we can be called as the catenation. So catenation means what? So catenation means it is a property of forming a long chain of the self-linking with the other carbon atom to form a long chains. Either it should be ring, double or triple bond is called catenation. So it means it is the ability to do to the forming a long chain by the self-linking. Carbon is connected to the another carbon. So like that they will be connected with the self-linking with the other carbon atoms to form a long chain, ring or maybe double and triple bond. That is the can be called as the catenation. So this is a very important to that one. They are catenation and also tetravalency. So next one is we can be called as the these compounds may have a long chain of the carbon, maybe branched chain. So this is the this form we can be called as the long chain. So this is you can be called as the branched chain. Anywhere you can be branched, remember there is a branched chain. So this is the we can be written on the cyclic structure here given to the C6H12. So then here we can be seen the C4H8. Is it? So like that we can be seen in the every even carbon atom should be arranged in the rings. Carbon atom should be included in the single, double or triple bond. So we have the alternative double bonds also in this chain. So that is you can write on the C6H6 benzene. So cyclic structure, naphthalene, all these example we can be called as the this is the one of the form of the catenation. So it means they will be able to do due to the chain to the one carbon to another carbon with numerous number of the carbon also. We cannot be, it should be in like infinity we can be also able to that one. It should be formed to branch or it should be cyclic structure. It is able to do to the single bond, double bond or triple bond also. So next, in this account for the tetravalency, it is explained this ability to form a variety of the compounds. So tetravalency means what? So carbon, you already know that it is the sharing into the 4 electrons. There will be valency should be 4. These 4 electrons should be shared to the hydrogen atoms. So that is becoming called as the valency. So look at the picture here. So carbon should be sharing into the 4 hydrogen molecules. They will become a CH4. It is the simplest hydrocarbon. We can tell about the simplest hydrocarbon because they can be carbon should be shared to the hydrogen molecules. Hence we can write on the CH4. Compounds of the carbon are formed with the oxygen. Maybe carbon monoxide or you can write on the carbon dioxide. So carbon with the hydrogen, carbon with the nitrogen means it is the cyanide. You can write out. Sulfur, it should be also connected with the sulfur also. Chlorine, and maybe you can write down the other elements give rise to compound with a specific property which depend upon the element rather than the carbon present in the molecules. So not only they can be shared with the hydrogen molecules, so they may also explain the variety of the compounds. They can be formed with the oxygen, hydrogen, carbon should be shared with the nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, and many other elements give rise to the compound with a specific property which depend upon the element for the carbon present in the molecules. These are all characteristics. They be one of the become a large in the atmosphere also. One is catenation, another one is the tetravalency. So next one is organic compound. Why it is called as an organic compounds? Look at the picture here. Atom, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. So carbon we can write down the electron configuration should be 2 and 4. So nitrogen we can write down the 2 5. Oxygen we can write down the 2 6. Is it? The compounds of the carbon are known as the organic compound. Many have the same non-carbon atom or group of the atom attached to the different carbon chains. So they will be attached to the another non-carbon atoms. Those are the none of the carbon, that is we can record as the non-carbon. So they will be linked with the nitrogen also and oxygen also. They become a different carbon chains. So most of the organic compounds contain oxygen or other elements. Whatever you can record as the organic means it should be contain the carbon with a oxygen is the almost all element or hydrogen. That is we can record as the organic compounds. So those are you can be studied with the only carbon atoms, then you can be called as the organic. So those are the apart from the carbon we can be study about that one, that is you can be called as the inorganic compounds. So related to that one, so first question, the property of the carbon which enables it to form a large number of the compounds is acidity, catenation, electropositivity, electronegativity. So the correct answer is catenation, is it?
Carbon has been known to humans in its various forms since ancient times. Although carbon makes up only 0.032% of the Earth's crust, it is widely distributed and forms a vast number of compounds. Carbon is found in 6 allotropic forms. They are diene, 60 and 70 carbon atoms respectively. T60 is reported to be the most stable fluoride. Its shape resembles a saucer ball or a dome structure designed by Richard Buckminster Fuller. That is why this molecule, as well as the whole family of chemical molecules made up of carbon atoms, is named as fluorine or Buckminster fluorine. Carbon atoms can also join together and form microscopic diameter called nanotube. They are used in nanotechnology, electronic, optic, and other fields of material science. They exhibit extraordinary strength and unique electrical properties and are efficient thermal conductors too. Compound. Concept 3. Allotropes of carbon 2. Coal. Coal is the term that defines a brownish or black deposit derived from ancient vegetation which was altered and accumulated from swamps or other environments that were very moist. As decomposition of the vegetation started and formed layers of peat buried into land, at high pressure and temperature turned the peat into coal. For many centuries, coal was burnt in small stores to produce heat in homes and factories. Today, the largest single consumer of coal as a fuel is the electrical power industry. The combustion of coal in power generating plants is used to produce steam, which in turn operates turbines and generators. Charcoal. It is a formless mass of carbon and can be made from most of the carbonaceous material. It is one of the oldest of man-made fuels and has been prepared underground for centuries. The charcoal obtained from wood is used as a fuel. Charcoal is different depending on the source. Coconut shells that are the ingredients of charcoal are good gas absorbent. Animal charcoal is made by heating the animal bones and dissolving them in calcium phosphate and undermineral salt with acid. It is also used in the process of sugar refining. Activated charcoal, which has super absorbing capacity, is used in day-to-day materials like water purifier. Coke. It is a solid carbonaceous substance derived from destructive distillation of low ash, low sulfur, bituminous coal. Coke obtained from coal is gray in color, hard and poured. Coke is used in several metallurgical and chemical processes that require a source of carbon. Lower grade coke, which are made by heating the coal at a lower temperature, are used in domestic heating as smokeless fuel. Coke is used as